right? Now, I want to show y'all something. Consent. Consent. Right there on your screen, that's green. And this is where it gets funky right here, y'all. Consent. It says, defendants, which is Diddy, are informed and believe and thereon allege that the FAC and each cause of action therein is barred by doctrine of consent. Now listen to this, y'all. This is to everybody who denied that this shit happened. Read the part in green, because it's going to get super funky in here. And y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, right? The Streamlabs moderator in the comment section, that's me. So if y'all see that dropping links in the comment, Streamlabs, you can trust it. That's me. I'm finna tell y'all something. This is what Diddy first said. This nigga, and the criminal charges, remember, this is before Diddy found out that they were doing a criminal investigation into him. Put this in your mind. Consent. The defendants, Diddy, is informed and believe that thereon allege the FAC and each cause of action therein is barred by the doctrine of consent, and that the plaintiff consented to the conduct that gave rise to the wrongful conduct alleged against Diddy in the FAC. That's the complaint. The FAC is the complaint. So Diddy said in his original write-up, he not denying that something went down. He's saying, right? And I'm showing y'all this because it's very important for y'all to see this. Very important. He's saying that it was consented by Jonathan Hay. So when Jonathan Hay said that Diddy shoved his nuts down his mouth, Diddy said that it's consented. It's right here in his paperwork. It's right here in his paperwork. Now, look what else he said, because it's fitting to get disgusting right now. It's fitting to get disgusting. So you go down, y'all see this right here. Number 18, I brought up the actual paperwork so y'all can see what's going down. The actual paperwork, bro, this shit is crazy. Oh my God. So Diddy said, so everybody who keeps saying, they lying, man, they lying. Diddy ain't do that with no man, they lying. Diddy said in his own paperwork, this is Diddy's paperwork. He's telling you, once again, he said that the defendants are informed and believe that and thereon allege that the FAC and each cause of action therein is barred by the doctrine of consent, and that the plaintiff, meaning Jonathan Hay, who's a plaintiff, consented to the conduct that gave rise to the wrongful conduct alleged against the defendants in the FAC. Right? Now, we've established that Diddy says that this was all consented to. Now, Jonathan Hay came out and said that they also kidnapped him, meaning they held him against his will. This is what Jonathan Hay alleged against Diddy. He alleged that they held him against their will, they kidnapped him, and that Diddy shoved his nuts in his mouth and forced him to you know what, right? He forced him to give him top, right? Now, to the next part. Now, because we have to get to this. This next part is very important. It's very important, this next part. Very important. This next part, as y'all can see, right? It keeps going. Right? Obvious unsafe conditions. Let's go to this. Diddy says that he is informed and believes and thereon alleges that any alleged hazards or dangers that were associated with the alleged incident that Jonathan Hay alleged happened, which Diddy denies existed, were open and obvious. So Diddy's saying, no. This wasn't sexual assault. This was open and obvious. Now listen now. Let's keep going. Right? As we keep going. Now, we got to go down here. Unclean hands. Yo, this is diabolical, bro. Number 25. Unclean hands. Diddy says that Jonathan Hay, listen up, y'all. He says that Jonathan Hay is barred from seeking any equitable relief by reason of his own unclean hands. So Diddy said Jonathan Hay hands was dirty. That Jonathan Hay, hey, his hands ain't clean in this. I didn't sexually assault him. Anything was consented to. Now let's keep going because it's finna get crazy, right? Right? It goes on. Right? Now, I want to get down here. Right? To this. Number 30. And this is why we're here today. Number 30. Number 30 on your screen says, and this is why we're here today. Because remember, Diddy filed this paperwork before he found out that they were investigating him criminally. The LAPD and the LA Sheriff's Department. Read what he wrote. The plaintiff's cause of action for this is consent. Number 30. Jonathan Hay's cause of action for false imprisonment, because Jonathan Hay accused Diddy of false imprisonment, saying, look, you held me against my will. That's false imprisonment. Basically kidnapping, right? Now listen to what Diddy said. Diddy says, the plaintiff's cause for action for false imprisonment fails. He says because Jonathan Hay Jonathan Hay consented to any alleged false imprisonment. Let me repeat that again. Did he say that Jonathan Hay, the man that's accusing him, the case that right now is in the LAPD prosecutor's hands, and they gonna tell y'all whether or not they're gonna file charges. Smash the like button as y'all come on in here, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Peep game. Did he say that Jonathan Hay's cause for action for false imprisonment fails because Jonathan Hay consented to any alleged false imprisonment? Oh. This shit, hey, this is crazy. Y'all finna see. That's why I try to tell y'all this. Stay in the paperwork, nigga. Don't listen to you capping ass niggas trying to hate. Stay in the paperwork, nigga. Stay in the paperwork. Right? Stay in the paperwork. Now, he goes on to say there was no actual confinement. He says Jonathan Hay's cause of action for false imprisonment is barred because there was no actual confinement of Jonathan Hay and therefore no false imprisonment as a matter of law. So he's saying, look, I didn't falsely imprison this guy. You know what I'm saying? How could I falsely imprison somebody who wants to be there? This is his first right now. Now, 33, y'all. Right there in yellow. Y'all see it? Lawful citizens arrest. This is Diddy. The plaintiff's cause, he said Jonathan Hay's cause of action for false imprisonment, Diddy says, is barred because any of the alleged conduct was done as a false... No, excuse me. Let me repeat that again. I don't want to say this wrong. the lawful citizen's arrest, right? So Diddy is using that this was lawful citizen's arrest at first. This is Diddy. This is what he say. The plaintiff, Jonathan Hay, cause of action for false imprisonment is barred because any alleged conduct was done as a lawful citizen's arrest. So Diddy says any of, right? Look at this now. The alleged conduct that was done, Diddy says it was a lawful citizen's arrest. That was in his original paperwork before he found out that the LAPD is involved. I'm showing y'all the paperwork. Raw and uncut. Raw and uncut. Right? Diddy, he contested every single action in this write-up. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Right? Look at all of it right here. Number 42. Number 42. Welcomed conduct. And this to that dude who be wearing them big suits with the hats on, run around screaming, sidebar! Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. You said that you ain't see no homosexual activity around Diddy. Sir, I'm showing you the paperwork, boy. I'm showing you his paperwork, boy. His paperwork, boy. See, you ignore these type of topics right here. You don't want this type of smoke right here. You ignore these topics right here. I ain't seen none. I ain't heard about none. I'm showing you. I'm showing you. Number 42. Plaintiff's cause of action for a violation. Welcome conduct, y'all. Plaintiff's Jonathan Hayes cause of action for a violation of the Civil Code, Section 51.9, which is welcome conduct, is barred by the plaintiff, Jonathan Hayes, welcoming of the alleged conduct. Diddy says Jonathan Hayes welcomed giving him dome alone. You can't say I'm making this shit up. It's in the paperwork, Playboy. It's in the paperwork. It's in the paperwork. It's in the paperwork. It's in the paperwork. I'm showing y'all this in real goddamn time, boy. This was all in the original paperwork. Read the paperwork right here. I'm finna show y'all this. Right? So y'all see it right there. Diddy said that he welcomed that conduct. Right? So it was welcomed. Mutual. Right? Sex. Orally. Right? Now let's keep going. Let's keep going. Right? Let's keep going. No services provided. Lack of relationship. So Diddy says, I didn't provide him a service. Let's read what Diddy said, right? Now remember the allegations. Jonathan Hayes says that Diddy did a couple things. He yanked off in front of him, squeezed on that Biggie shirt, threw it at him, and then when he saw him again, he made him give him top. Yeah, he made him put his nuts in his mouth. That's what he said, right? Number 44. Diddy says that Jonathan Hay, the plaintiff's cause of action for a violation of Civil Code Section 51.9 fails as a matter of law, and that Jonathan Hay, the plaintiff, fails to establish the existence of a covered relationship under the statute, as defendants were not providing. Let me repeat this again. Diddy says he, the defendant, wasn't providing any services to Jonathan Hay, the plaintiff, but rather it was the complete and total opposite. He said that Jonathan Hay was providing a service to him. How y'all gonna stand behind this, bro? And they niggas get mad. Y'all niggas stand behind this stuff, bro. You know when I get up here and cook, nigga, it's presidential, baby. He said that he wasn't the one that was giving the service, but it was in reverse. Do y'all not see this? I'm showing you this on paperwork. I'm showing y'all this on special labor. I'm showing you on paperwork. I'm giving you the unadulterated paperwork. There is no question around this paperwork. He filed it. This is before he found out that the LAPD was investigating him. So you can't even deny that Jonathan Hay was there. You can't deny that something happened. The only thing that's in question was it consented or not? Now hold on, y'all, because I ain't finished yet. I ain't finished yet. Right? Now, no severe or emotional distress. Number 45. Diddy says that the alleged acts that Jonathan Hay alleged on him as a defendant were not outrageous, not intentional or reckless, and that Jonathan Hay did not suffer severe emotional distress as a result of Diddy's alleged acts. Right? Number 46, and this is the most diabolical of them all. You can't get around this. You can't beat this with a stick. Willful misconduct. Diddy say that based on information and belief that Jonathan Hay deliberately, intentionally, and or wantingly, he said he wanted it, y'all. Read that right there. Read that right there. Based on information and belief. Diddy says that Jonathan Hay deliberately, intentionally, and or wantedly engaged in willful misconduct, knowing or appreciating the risk of harm may result, and therefore Jonathan Hay cannot maintain this action to recover alleged damages, if any, that proximately resulted therefrom. Are you guys not understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth? Are y'all not understanding what I'm reading to y'all tonight? Huh? Are y'all not understanding this? Oh my goodness gracious, bro. Oh man, bro. So it goes on. Diddy went for it all. He went for it all, right? And for that dude with the big suits who be walking around here screaming sidebar, since you all in the paperwork, Playboy, make sure you go pick up this paperwork right here. Now this was dated August the 24th, 2026. That's very important. And Diddy's lawyers, attorneys for defendant Sean Combs, right here. Right? Just that paperwork is online. That's dated April the 24th, 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, as y'all see right here on the screen, this article speaking about the LA prosecutors reviewing the sexual assault allegations against Diddy, and all these reports came out. As you guys can see, the date right there is very small, but you can look it up yourselves. I highlighted on June the 2nd, 2026. On June the 2nd, 2026. That is after April the 24th, 2026. Now, the report I showed you guys that came out today was that Diddy's running scared. Now, why would he be running scared? Well, they say he's running scared because ever since Diddy found out that the LAPD were investigating him on criminal charges. Because remember, everybody's asking, well, where's all the other charges at? The criminal stuff. Everybody was clowning because they didn't see it. Smash the like button. We should have all the likes up. I bring this to you guys and I break it down to y'all perfectly executed. When he got a whiff, says Jonathan Hay, that the LAPD was serious about this case and that they had multiple charges that was presented to the prosecutor's office, the district attorney, to see if they're going to go ahead and prosecute Diddy, right? He then changed his statements. This is the new statements from Diddy's lawyers, dated June the 11th, 2026. In the new statements, best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be doing this. In the new statements, as you guys can see right here. First of all, Diddy is demanding a jury trial in a civil case. Y'all see it right there. That's first and foremost. I'm going from the bottom to the top. But also, Diddy has now changed his statements. What do you mean, Ticket? I mean right here. Right here. The consent, the confinement, the avoidable consequences. Ever since Diddy found out that now the LAPD is involved, he has now amended his statements. And now his statements say, as far as consent goes, he says, and I'll read the pink, Jonathan Hay consented to any alleged false imprisonment, which could have occurred, if at all, only while the defendants were not present. So now Diddy is saying he wasn't present. Now Diddy is saying that he wasn't present. Next, the actual confinement. Read the pink. Diddy is now saying that the cause of action for false imprisonment is barred because Diddy says that now there was no confinement. First, if there was any, it was lawful citizen's arrest. Now, no, there was no confinement. And also, as y'all see right here, under avoidable consequences, ladies and gentlemen, under avoidable consequences, Diddy has changed his statements on this too. And now he says the cause of action for violation of Civil Code 51-9, which is avoidable consequences, is barred by the doctrine of avoidable consequences, which could have occurred, if at all, only while Diddy says he was not present. So now, Diddy has changed his statements to say that he was not present after hearing about, or after the news came out about the LAPD being serious and investigating this case. This paperwork from Diddy's legal team is dated June the 11th, 2026. In the article that came out today, Jonathan Hay says, or the article says, Jonathan Hay has accused Diddy of sexual assault during encounters that took place in 2020 and 2021. Diddy filed a major amendment. Read this right here. Diddy, and I brought the paperwork so nobody can say I was lying. Diddy filed a major amendment and changed or removed his justification of a lawful citizen's arrest, which likely appears that he's panicking about the strong possibility of new criminal charges in Los Angeles, Jonathan Hay told the outlet. Hay also noted that I think it seems obvious that he's scared, and rightfully so, especially after learning of the DA speaking out and confirming that it is under review from two criminal files. Two criminal files submitted by both the Los Angeles Police Department and the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. And to the brother who says this is probably AI, my brother, all you have to do is go look up the file. It's in the files, my brother. All you have to do is go right to Pacer and look it up, dog. It's right there. It's all in the photos, baby. But all of these other weirdos has been accused of some of the most diabolical allegations that's running around here thinking that it's cool, right? When that could be somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's sister, that these people are allegedly violating, somebody's brother in some cases, somebody's son in some cases, right? Now, the mainstream media is not reporting to y'all of this information that I'm presenting y'all. And you have to ask yourself why are the mainstream media not reporting this information? You have to ask yourself why. And you have to ask yourself why Sean Diddy Combs changed his statements after the reports that the LAPD and the LA Sheriff's Department submitted all of the evidence Jonathan Hay presented them and all the evidence they had to the prosecutors to push for potential criminal charges in Los Angeles, California. And also, it says Hay also noted I think it seems obvious that he's scared, and rightfully so, especially after learning that the DA speaking out and confirming that this is under review from 2 criminal files submitted by both the Los Angeles PD and the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. It is pertinent to mention that the reports indicate that officials in Los Angeles are reviewing information related to Jonathan Hayes' allegations. Yet no criminal charges have been announced. Authorities have also noted publicly disclose any conclusions on the matter. Notably, Jonathan Hayes told the outlet that he is still haunted by what Diddy forced him to do. He said, "I am not concerned with apologies or empty gestures. To be transparent, I would never accept an apology from Diddy, CJ, or the Biggie estate. My only focus is on the enforcement of criminal justice and ensuring that those responsible for these actions face the full consequences dictated by the law," Jonathan Hayes said. Now to think that Diddy got this, and then them same lawyers who bought this case with Jonathan Hayes are the lawyers for that child actor that just came out, who everybody's trying to find out his name. I know who it is. I know exactly who it is. And a lot of other people know too. A lot of other people behind the scenes know too. And I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to listen to all the cap. Because when the dark come to the light, I want to see what all these people who capped are going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all you guys. Thank all of you for coming in here, pulling up on your boy. It's about to get disgusting, man. Real disgusting. Any day now. Any day now. You never know if those charges are going to drop. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate everybody that's tapped in and supported what we got going on. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all feel. Right? Peace.